Hello there guys, welcome to Luna's World. Wayne here, and first of all, apologies for the lack of content in the last week and a half or so. As most of you know, I've been going through the 737 training in the sim, and I've really had to knuckle down and do my homework, so that's why it's been a bit lacking on the channel. Do apologise. I'm hoping that things are going to revert back to normal certainly by mid next week, but I'm going to be churning out some videos hopefully between now and then anyway. So let's tell you what we're doing. First of all, we're in Prepared version 3. So it's pretty nice to be back in Prepared. This is pretty much vanilla. No scenery apart from the local scenery which I have now, which I'll tell you about in a second. No sky textures, no wrecks, no weather, nothing like that. Just the PMDG 737 and the Kai-Tak scenery. Now let's just head on down to the FMC for a second, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So we're currently at the new Hong Kong airport, and we're going to do a flight. We're going to hop over to Kai-Tak, but then we're going to do a procedural circuit around Kai-Tak and then do a full stop landing. So and I'll be following procedures throughout the whole flight. So this is probably the first, well, not probably, this is the first serious video that I've done on the channel, and this is pretty challenging, but we'll give it a go. I will make mistakes. I'm still not 100% perfect on this. Just turn the terrain on. Yeah, so don't expect it to be perfect, because it will not be. But I'll try my best. I'm aiming for perfection, but whether we achieve it's unlikely we'll achieve it. So let me just do a couple of just last minute checks before we go. So continuous there. Auto throttle is set. Let me just redo that. Our trim is set. Actually, I need to just a little bit. Okay, that's now set. Our auto brake is set. Our flaps are set to 5, and I'm looking here rather than the lever. And our pressurization needs to come down to 3,000, although initially we're only climbing to 2,000 for the touch and go. Okay, pretty much good then. So let's release the parking brakes and we'll line on up. So the procedure is for the takeoff is obviously flaps 5 takeoff. We will stabilize at 40% N1, hit the toggle button. We'll pitch up for 15 degrees at rotation. Positive rate gear up. We'll continue on up to 1,000 feet, our acceleration height. Where we will then pitch down to 10 degrees, accelerate past flap 5. We will then engage the speed N1 at 190 knots. And then once we reach 2,000 feet, we'll make a turn, a right-hand turn to 090, and then pretty much visual in on the IGS into Kai-Tak. So that's pretty much it. Our lights are set and we're good to go. Let's hope this works. So 40% N1. And waiting to be stabilized and stable. Takeoff power set. Using the beautiful Brunner yoke here, so I'm feeling every single groove in the runway. Airspeed alive. 80 knots.
V1.
Rotate.
V2.
Here we go. So there we go. So pitching up to 15 degrees. We've overshot it a little bit there. That's alright. We have just pitched down. We have positive rate. So gear up. Flap stays at 5 for this initial part. So we're just climbing up to 1,000 feet. Accelerating. At 1,000 feet, they've just captured the glide slope. At 1,000 feet, we're going to just pitch down to 10 degrees and again retrim. And we'll just dial this up to 190. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it on here. Right, we're coming up to 2,000 feet, so pitching down. We've busted the altitude, never mind. And we're going to start our 10 to 090. And at this point we should have hit that. And hopefully we won't overspeed. No, all in control. Right, so we need to get on top of our altitude. We're 180 feet above, which is not good. Told you it wouldn't be perfect. Still turning through. Right, just pitching up now. Ooh, frame rate issue. Retrimming. And hopefully it should be about right. Right, so we're on, almost on 090. There we go. And again, we're staying at flat 5. We are going to hit a bit of turbulence because I don't know why actually. It happened last time. I've done one practice through just so you guys know, and it didn't go very well. So I'm hoping that it's going to be better this time. So what we're doing then is we're basically waiting until we capture. Well, we've already captured the glide slope, as you can see by the magenta diamond there. But we're just waiting. As soon as we hit that turbulence, we're going to go to flap 15, or gear down and then flap 15, and I want to get this configured as quickly as we can. Right, there's that turbulence. Quite low. Oh, we're totally busting the altitude, my bad. That is inexcusable. 3,300 feet lost there. Ridiculous. Right, there we go. Okay, so let's get this thing set up. So we're going to go flap 15. Oh, gear down, sorry. Always gear down first. We're going to flip that to off since we're not doing a full stop landing. Flap 15, we'll go down to flap 15 speed, which is that white bug. And just relax for a bit. Again, we're way above the glide slope now, so just an overwhelming amount to do. We're not going to arm the speed brake because we are doing a touch and go. So touch and go procedure is touchdown, land, obviously, and then right, just thinking about this, we need to go VREF plus 5, so that's there. Alright, so we're pretty much configured there. So yeah, touchdown, we're still high, let me just sort that out. Flaps 15, 50% power, and then full power, or takeoff power, and then pitch for 15 again, positive brake, gear up, and then normal flat retraction schedule, and then at 2,000 feet we're going to make a turn to, and I must remember to do the heading bug, to 280, and just bear with me a sec. And then we're going to select the autopilot and we're going to have a bit of a breather and we'll talk about what we've just done. Right, okay, so disconnecting autopilot, auto throttle, and maintaining about 60% N1 for the turn. And over we go. So here we go. I'm going to come back off the throttle a little bit once we're through the main bulk of the turn, just to stop us from ballooning the other end. Alright, take off a little bit of power now. A little bit high, but nothing to worry about. And we're on the glide slope now.
Sync rate.
Again, I think I've overshot it a little bit. Yeah, not too bad. Okay.
100, 50, 30, 20.
There we go, just trying to get on the centre line. I'm just pulling her around a bit aggressively.
Yeah.
So that, okay, touchdown, so up to take off power, go flap 15. And V1 rotate. So again, pitching up for 15 degrees, nice and gently, positive rate, gear up. And we'll climb on up to 1,000 feet. And we can go, there we go, pitching down. We can go flap 5 now. Go flap 5 speed. Set flaps up speed. And we go flaps up. Alright, so 2,000 feet. I'm just going to set this to 210. 2,000 feet is there, so we'll start our turn. Sorry, we've gone way too quick. It's alright though, we'll deal with that. We're still climbing up. We're going up to 3,000 feet as well, so I need to change that on the altitude. So just bear with me. Right, altitude up another 1,000 feet. Can't see it. Oops, no, we were already set, so that's fine. Okay, right, now we can go to 130 knots now at this point. Totally busted the altitude, damn it, damn it, wasn't concentrating. Right, so that's the mistake I often make, is the fact that I should have set this stuff way earlier than I did. Then I wouldn't have to worry about it in the turn, and therefore concentrate on flying the aircraft as opposed to doing all this. Now, you know, to let myself off the hook a little bit, I am doing two people's jobs here, but nevertheless I should still be able to do it. Right, so with that we're going to switch on my flight director first, because I'm the command, and then we're going to select heading select, altitude hold, and command A. And then we can take a bit of a breather and we can do our landing checklist. Now we are going to do a full stop this time, so we'll go level 3 on the brakes there. We've gone a bit low, never mind, nothing too bad. Okay, so the next part then, we're going to go, we're going to sort of fly directly as if we're going back to the new one, the new airfield. But we're going to try and capture the glide slope, or the IGS, and when we do, if we do, I'm not sure how far out it extends. It should extend far enough, but if it doesn't, we'll make a manual turn to 030, and then once we pass through north, that will indicate that we're 90 degrees for the intercept, and then we'll on the approach, and that should bring us down. If we don't capture the glide slope though, I'm going to try and get us slowed down and configured earlier than we would, and actually we'll probably come down to 2,000 feet, because otherwise there's going to be a lot to do in a relatively short space of time. If we capture the glide slope, then that takes care of everything basically. We just have to worry about the flap schedule. I've got a feeling it's not going to capture the glide slope. In fact, I'm just going to assume it's not. And if it does, great. But if it doesn't, then at least we've got ourselves configured. So I'm going to go to flaps up speed. It should be 200 actually. Okay. Yeah, no sign of the glide slope here. So get ready to do a turn. Now I'm going to try and leave it as long as we can, certainly past the outer marker, which you can see here on the screen. Now we do have some terrain ahead, but we should be okay. I'm going to turn way before then. Right, as we do that, what I'm going to do first of all is drop our altitude, and we're going to do a vertical speed, nice and gently. Get that working. Right, we'll start our turn then to 030 there, and we can probably speed up that. button, sorry. Okay, and we're just about going through north, so when we do, I will arm the approach. Right, we'll arm the approach now. I'm not likely to capture that for a while. But we're at flaps up speed, so we'll go flat 1. Go to flat 1 speed. And we should hopefully capture the glide slope relatively soon. I'm going to just get a move on with this a little bit more. Okay, and then once we go through flat 1, worried we okay, good. There is the glide slope. It's getting worried there.
25.
Flat 5. Flat 5 speed. Okay, so full stop landing. We will. I didn't change the lights, did I? No. So we're all fine there. We can go gear down now because we're 1 above. Well, actually at 2,000 feet we should go gear down. So we'll just, what's about now? So gear down, flat 15. And then we'll go flat 15 speed. Which is there. And that means we're going to be nice and configured way before schedule. Well, not way before, but at a good amount of time before, which is what we want. Again, it's all about staying ahead of the game here. So we can go, yeah, we can go flaps 30 now. And our VREF is 1, 3, oops, we didn't do that actually, did we? In 136 plus 5 is 142. No, it's not. It's 141. There we go. Right. Okay, so that gives us plenty of time now to get ready to disengage the auto throttle, autopilot first, then auto throttle. At about 1,000 feet, which is coming up very soon. So
1,000.
There we go. So disconnect autopilot, and we'll also disconnect auto throttle. Oops. Right, my controls. So again, we're just following the glide slope. Re-trim if you have to. You shouldn't have to really, but there we go. And there we go, that's about right there. Alright, so when you can't see the first light, that's when you start the turn. So we'll start that turn about now. And I'm pulling up a little bit. I'm just going to give us a little bit of power for the turn. And I want to make this quite steep, so that you stay to the right of the lights, and then it means you can come out of the turn kind of quite nicely. Little power back there. That was maybe a little bit too premature, but not ideal. It's alright, we'll just try and correct that as we come in. I'm still happy to land at this point. A bit high, but
100.
again, nothing too drastic.
50. 30.
Alright, so
20.
power back.
10.
And little flare. And touchdown. There we go. I haven't got reverses set, so we won't worry too much. I'll just do manual braking. And 70 knots. And there we go. So we'll come off at this taxiway. And that is pretty much it, guys. So again, quite a few mistakes there. Nothing too terrible. Did bust a few altitudes and some speeds, but other than that, pretty happy with that. And it just takes practicing over and over again. Again, it's just about staying ahead of the aircraft at all times. So there we go. I'm not going to shut her down. We'll just stop there. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.